guys, Lewted host here with another dank stream. It's almost 9 o'clock now, and the reason why I'm streaming earlier than usual is because I'm trying out this headphone set that I got. Hi guys. I haven't been using it, but yeah. So hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can't, just tell me. It's probably because I put my microphone loose down a lot. So like right now I can't hear anything. I'm assuming that it's still picking up my voice, but I don't know. You guys probably can't hear anything I'm saying. I was going to stream about ways you can counter Rome, and I actually had a good replay, but first I wanted to just play a Sparta because I was supposed to yesterday, but wasn't able to get a good battle off. Then I kind of got sloppy in another battle and lost. It was close though, but had I not been sloppy, I definitely would have won. Basically in this setup, if you can hear me, it's what is it? It is, let me just put my microphone loose just a bit, just in case. Guys are very durable, but like when they get exhausted they get hit hard, and then in prolonged fights they tend to be able to hold out long enough, and usually Royal Spartans can win against other spear units, like even Spartan hoplites can win against other spear units, but just to be on the safe side because of their low weapon damage. Yeah. Again, I can't hear anything, but you know, if this microphone works, basically playing as Rome, and my opponent was playing as Pergamon. Pergamon is notorious for... Pergamon isn't... like, it's in between Colchis and Cimmeria for how good it is. But Pergamon is like notorious for like spamming the Galatian units and then following up with like their shock cav. Like Galatian swords aren't as cost effective as Celtic warriors, but they're pretty close. They're medium infantry, which is nice, but they're not light. Like they're not heavy, but they move as quickly as light infantry. Just to see if, like when I saw this guy, I kind of had a feeling he'd probably bring an army like this, and I was right. Because people in Rome 2 are like notorious for using the same tactics, and over time you get to understand how to counter them. Basically, what he's going to do is he's just going to flank here, flank there, and then do almost nothing in the middle, and then have his slingers just shoot at me. It usually works against the newest players, but people like me who have been against this so many times, especially in Napoleon, which is why I do it in Napoleon as well. You know, we just get used to these type of tactics. So this battle lasted like around 11 minutes. I already knew what he was trying to do. I mean, it was kind of obvious. Shot cavalry and frontally into legionaries because he couldn't flank or like hit the rear of them. I mean, he was pretty good this match. I made a few mistakes here and there, but he made a few mistakes too, and you can actually learn a lot from this battle when you're countering Rome. So basically, he's flanking. Rome is fairly immovable. I use presence on my Balearic slingers. It means that they can get quick reload faster. I was very careful on this flank, but I was also microing this flank as well. I was trying to get rid of his slingers because I knew that in a prolonged fight, his slingers would be very dangerous against my cavalry. So basically what he was doing was he was walking, but trying to make sure that my cavalry didn't go in that way. What I should have done here was I should have let him go behind these Principes, but I didn't. I charged through these guys, which wasn't the best idea because they have cavalry counter tactics, but I did make through. And he left his men here in a very bad position. They got 10 kills, which was nice, but not good enough. I'm still microing a lot here. These Galatian spears are just throwing their precursors. He does a decent charge here. He's gonna end up routing those Principes anyway. And then he starts to move up on this flank. Not the best of charges, and so he has to pull out and suffer some casualties. basically, Rome is very immobile. They rely a lot on, you know, staying together. So if you spread out too much, like I wasn't, as you can see, my units are still close enough to support each other, whereas his are like all over the place by this point. And then I was able to catch up to the general, stop him from charging. A beautiful thing right there. And then he has like almost no choice but to pull out. He's still getting close to my cavalry, and this is also another way you want to counter Rome. Basically, without my cavalry, what would end up happening is his cavalry can just run all over the place. This unit's gonna rout. This unit's probably gonna get hit hard. And then over here, I'm still taking down his general. And yeah. Now this was a very important part of the battle as well. See, I should have taken off formation attack the second I saw this unit of the Game of Spears go into square, so I can get rid of them faster. I withdraw these 3 units. However, this unit gets smashed fairly hard, so I have no choice but to support. He's trying to go for my general. I lost a unit of cav there. This unit of cav still going for the general. His slingers are going in hard into my legionaries because I forgot to micro them. This unit should have microed away a long time ago. But he's still going for my general, and instead of focusing on these other units. Here he does get a nice rear hit into these legionaries. I think they're gonna rout. I did lose my other unit of cavalry, so that means I have no more cavalry. He starts working on my Balearic slingers, and by this point it would look like I'd be losing because obviously, if you've read my guide, I said that when Rome loses all of their support units, they become like very, very weak. However, the one thing that you have to remember is that my legionaries are still close enough to support each other. See, these 2 units can support each other. I wasn't microing here, but this unit of veteran legionaries could have supported this engagement, and I think I did later on. This unit could retreat back here, but it didn't have to because this unit of cavalry was retreating themselves, so I could just pull them up to either support here or push up here. My general was protected fairly well by a unit of Principes and veteran legionaries. If he decided to pull through, he would have ended up losing a lot of these units here. My general did get caught, but I was able to pull them out on time. These veteran legionaries did rout, unfortunately, but they did get a lot of kills too. He starts working on this unit of legionaries, and I noticed that just in time to go start chasing them down myself. I risked my general, but I knew that all of his cavalry were over here. I start throwing precursors into the Hippeus Lancers. His general did die, I think, or will die. Yeah, the general did die. So by this point, I knew that what I had to do was just keep my general alive. I should win. I finally turned off formation attack, so the legionaries started winning, which makes sense.
Understood. As you command.
I put loyalty of the 10th on this unit so that they can hold, and I can end up supporting it. I was just microing my general so he could get his units stuck, because that's what you really want. You know, these units to get stuck, so he does lose some. This unit of legionaries did rout. I was protected by this unit. And by this point, my legionaries, even though they don't have any supporting units, they're still well protected, and that's what's important. This unit finally breaks, but it does give me enough time to have another supporting unit. And by the time they routed, I was able to push up with these depleted units. And by this point, he has virtually nothing left. Like, his slingers for the most part got depleted, which is what I wanted. His Sepaeus Lancers, even though they got a lot of kills, were not effective enough. Like, a few times I had a number of close calls with my own general. Over here, this unit of veteran legionaries is finally coming out.
By your command. Forward! Advance! Charge! Quick march!
Overall, he should have taken advantage of. He should have taken advantage of his flexibility and really been more aggressive on the flanks. If he had microed just a bit more, he probably would have won this, but because he didn't, that was just the end for me. Palpitates obviously are going to lose to legionaries.
Double time!
Shame though, because he was doing so well, and if I had lost this I would have kept the replay too, but because I won it, but it was very close, I think that people can learn a lot from this, like especially when you're trying to figure out how to counter Rome. You can just be like, take out their supporting units, and then what ends up happening is they lose a bunch of their like flexibility. Like if I had kept my auxiliary cavalry and he lost his Sepaeus Lancers, this battle would have been over a lot quicker. But because he didn't, and I was able to keep my auxiliary cav long enough and my legionaries close enough, I think that's the biggest thing. If you separate the Rome's units from each other, like their sword units, the battles become a lot easier. But because he didn't, like, I lost all of my supporting units fairly early, but still kept, I still kept my melee units close enough, and that's what mattered. Against Rome, so hopefully we can do that. having Heroes of Sparta is good enough, but you never know. Especially with Berserkers. Because Sparta doesn't have the best of cavalry. But Royal Spartans do have expert charge defense. So against like high charge units, like Berserkers, you probably want to stay stationary.
General! Every day is a fine day for battle when you lead men of your stripe. So we shall have victory today, men. By the gods, I feel it in my water. As you command. Double.
A lot of 3 spear units, Berserkers, as expected. Like you want to match up Berserkers
We have discovered
with
the enemy's hidden
Royal
units.
Spartans.
At speed. Orders understood.
5 spear units for the Swebby.
As you command. Orders. Await your command. Your orders. Double time.
I'm gonna rush these guys.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Archers. Listen. Your orders. Advance at speed. Turn cavalry. Riders advance. Forward.
The enemy is attacking our ally.
Undersea cavalry. Charge. At your service.
I should have retreated them a bit quicker, but oh,
Spearmen, ready for orders. Quick march! Canteen cavalry! As you command. Hoplites, ready! To for glory!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
that means this guy's fight's gonna be a bit easier.
Ready and
And
waiting.
he probably doesn't mind.
Orders understood.
He got dropped. Wow. Okay, so
Orders understood. Orders.
and obviously I got 90 kills already. See, this is one of the reasons why I don't play multiplayer a lot, even on Rome 2. Because most of the people you fight are either like people that lag out or people that play. Like every now and then you'll meet somebody that plays in tournaments or is part of a big clan. And yeah, like I haven't seen like anyone part of anyone that's like in the Wolf clan for a while. Like the guy that I showed you guys in my latest replay. I have never heard of that clan. I mean, it did sound a bit familiar, but I don't recognize it. 4 units, he has 9 Hastati, 2 Vigiles, a unit of Equites, and a general. These Hastati have 45 morale, and that would go down to 30 if I killed his general. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to kill his general, basically. If he tries to use his Hastati to block that, which he probably will. Because I know he's playing as Roman, obviously he has access to attacking Testudo. You wouldn't want to bring missiles, especially Balearic Slingers, because even though Balearic Slingers would probably be good against them, the missile block chance on a low tier unit like this is just not good enough. Let them come to us.
We hunger for blood and battle. Ready.
got tied down by individual units, and then all I had to do was just charge. He lost his cavalry pretty early on, and then all I did was I just used my cavalry to get to his general because his general wasn't properly protected. And yeah, like, it's one of those things that you have to be experienced at Total War to understand. Sorry. But it was a good game. Sound does sound wanky and you notice it, just tell me. I can't tell. Like, I just put up my volume for my microphone, but I still can't tell. It doesn't sound like I'm too loud, but again, I can't tell. Based on my microphone bar, it doesn't sound like I'm talking too loud, and it doesn't matter even if I get closer to the microphone or not. And if you guys have seen my Total War guides, both either my Rome 2 or Attila one, basically I was updating my Attila guide, but I completely forgot that I didn't upload the unit spotlight for the Barbarian Kingdoms. I have 4 of them done, but I'm struggling to write a description for the sword Heerband, even though I use them a lot. Because some people would probably argue that they're better off charging than being in shield wall. And I wouldn't blame them, but I have to compare them to the Milites Comitatenses of the Ostrogothic Kingdom. I also have to go into detail about how useful the Francisca Doringak's precursor is. Not bringing Levy Freeman is because Celtic warriors are heavy, and so they'd be able to brace from noble blood cavalry better. Definitely can brace against citizen cav if we're going up against another Hellenic faction, and so on. See, this is kind of why I wish Attila had more, a bigger peak, because a lot of the people you fight are going to be different here, yes, but in Attila the gameplay is much more solid. Like, you don't have a bunch of people going into shield wall all the time. Like, I'll use shield wall if it's absolutely necessary, but even with the Romans, it's not necessary. The Eastern Roman Empire doesn't have access to shield wall. It's faction specific units. The Western Roman Empire doesn't need armageddon defense swords to win. They don't. Like, you could just use the Roman units like Legio Comitatenses and Comitatensis spears and units like that, and even Protectores Domestici. Like Equites Promoti are definitely useful. biggest things in Shogun 2, using your abilities. I'll just keep my axe units on my flanks. Having 3 units of cavalry is kind of deterring, but I mean, Massalia is a Greek city-state, so most of their power does come from their hoplites.
Before a battle,
Okay, so what do we got? We have 3 Germanic scout riders, pretty good cav. He has 2 sword masters for sure. I saw that. 2 units of hex bearers. That's kind of overkill. These guys would definitely get massacred by Celtic warriors, so I'm not concerned there. Berserkers, not a good idea on the flanks like this. Especially because he has hex bearers in front of it. When the battle starts and when my units get close enough, all I really have to do... Oh. I thought he moved up more.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. Our hidden units have been discovered.
I remember when Massalian cavalry were light. They're not light anymore.
The enemy is attacking our ally.
Why is he letting him flank him like this?
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. units has used all its ammunition.
Yes, Commander.
Our general is under attack.
Advance! Swords! Close ranks! Raise shields! As you command!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Glory! Ready! Charge! Operator! Ready! Action! General! At speed! Forward! Swords! Forward! And waiting. Commander. Aye. Orders. Your orders. Understood. Advance. Ordered and Operatives ready. Your orders. Ready. Four-axe swordsman.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Operatives and waiting. Royal thorax swordsman. Operatives ready. Operatives ready. Swords. For glory. Operatives. Quick march.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Operatives. Ready for orders. Swords. Fearless warriors. Get ready. We'll kill them.
The enemy general is dead.
Infantry! Warriors, move out! Rah! Ready, troops! Four-axe swordsmen! Forward! For glory! Operatives ready! Move out at speed!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Understood!
hidden units have been discovered.